the #1 storm-related killer in this country. With that in mind, Tennessee.
All right, so let's kind of break down where.
Let's talk travel, because some of us are going to be dealing with wet roads. Others are going to have a beautiful day, depending on where you are. Impacts from the frontal boundary that we've been talking about through much of Texas across that 45 corridor is going to be wet. Certainly some ponding possible along 30 as well. Texarkana, a little bit of rain as you head west there. And we follow this frontal rain north and east up into the Ozarks. There across the 44 corridor. Springfield, you guys are going to be a bit wet. Up into Kirksville, Peoria, Chicago, some rain around for you today. Certainly going to have to slow down at times if you're commuting on that 57 corridor. Here's what we're looking at. We've got rounds of rain and storms, and some of those are going to be a bit on the strong side. Those have mostly pushed east of Dallas today. So Shreveport, you're getting into that College Station. Eventually a little bit of rain making it to Houston, and some of those storms could be a bit on the stronger side, as we're already seeing this morning. We've got flash flood warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings for winds gusting upwards of 60 miles an hour, and tons of lightning. All of this going to continue filling in eastward as we move through the day today and into tomorrow. Jordan.
All right, thanks, Felicia.
It might get a little wild and crazy on the roads today, in the skies today.
Sure.
If you're flying, don't act like a wild animal. Don't act like those guys in the video, right?
Yes.
There we go. Be normal. Well, you know, normal's overrated, but if you're flying, at a minimum, be respectful if you can't be normal. Here's what we're looking at in terms of airport delays. It's not looking so bad. You see a bunch of green bubbles there, and that means there's nothing to complain about. Although I will say, I do expect that we could have some airport impacts weather-wise later on today, from Seattle down through Salt Lake City and Denver, especially at ORD and IH, Chicago and Houston. You could have some delays because of the weather impacting those areas. Let's head down to the road now, where you will be running through rain in portions of I-70, I-55, R-44. Showers and storms, but some severe storms also possible as you look toward Indianapolis, Cape Girardeau as well. And with that, you could have some gusty winds, some really heavy visibility reducing rain. So give yourself a little bit of extra time. Here's your forecast. Peoria and St. Louis, rain to start your morning, but quiet in KC. Oh, look at that. We're down in the 50s. You're getting that fall-like weather behind this front. Beautiful by midday in Des Moines, if not a little cool. Indianapolis, it should still be mostly dry. You can see that rain along that corridor from, say, Springfield up through about Chicago. By the evening, Indianapolis, you guys are in the storms. St. Louis, a little wet for you. So if you're trying to plan out your Thursday dinner plans, do keep in mind you could have some rain around. So, you know, you might have to put off the leaf peeping a little while, Jordan, in some of these places.
Right.
Fair share of rain yesterday afternoon and through the day. So let's talk about what's going on. Can you tell where we have our center of low pressure, our main swirl here that's lifting up into Canada at this point? Some dry air behind the frontal boundary, but out of that, ahead of that, the ridge, under the ridge, an abundance of a push of warmth and moisture. These showers are going to be plaguing us along the upper Mississippi Valley, and then eventually moving into the Ohio River Valley as we head through the day. So Chicago starting out with some rain this morning. Peoria, a few light showers moving through, and then you can see the Ozarks getting in on the rain. St. Louis, you're pretty dry right now, but that will change as we move through your day. So here's what it's looking like. That rain from Chicago. Right now, Davenport, you guys are pretty wet as well, and I think you're going to be stuck under some of those showers that are going to kind of continue to follow this same path for a little while. So certainly those low-lying flood-prone areas could get a little flooding, and we could also see some ponding on the roads as you head out for your morning commute. Now watch what happens. This fills into St. Louis as we head into the 9 a.m. hour, so some of us are going to be dealing with those wet roads for the morning commute. This is still moving through Chicago on and off throughout our Thursday, eventually making its way toward Indianapolis and Detroit with that wet weather, and just pockets of rain really as we head into the evening around Indianapolis. But St. Louis still stuck in the rain, at times showers, at times a little heavier, and the possibility for some isolated severe storms from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, up through Paducah, Evansville, Indianapolis. You guys are in on that. The main risk with those storms for that area going to be damaging wind gusts, but an isolated tornado can't be ruled out either. And then, as mentioned, with the rain falling over much of the same region over and over again, a bit of flash flooding is certainly possible the rest of the day through tonight and into early